There may be explicit language in today's episode. Viewer discretion is advised.
Another day, boys. You know what? Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. You know, that's much better.
Let's go! Go fucking Scots! Let's go!
I can't scream.
We are on the road to 12-0, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Oh, yeah,
back.
now you gotta pay the bills.
Yeah, you know how it is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 113 of Tailgate
Thanks.
Talks. This episode of Tailgate Talks, God, it's been a minute. This episode of Tailgate Talks is sponsored by DeFrisher Recycling and Junk Removal. There we go, got through it. More on them later. Boys. It's been a victory day ever since Friday morning, but it feels just as good to this Friday morning.
Fucking.
Also, shout out to our new spin-off Star Trek. It's Fox, according to me, on the intro attempt. So
You cut off so much there. Yeah, I mean, I tried to tell you guys. This team is different. It's not a 3-8 team anymore. With all due respect for Coach Null, it's not a 3-8 team anymore.
and also
Absolutely.
Wow.
this might be one of those situations where think about if we would have first our luck and last year. Talked about this at nauseam, but 8 losses last year, 6 by less than a touchdown. You know, a lot of games that could have gone a different way, but this team seems different, and they really do.
They're hungry.
Hungry. That's a great word.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. It's so I was at Edinburgh Saturday again, just to visit like normal. 'Cause, what else am I gonna do on a Saturday? And I've had a conversation with a few people. Actually met Nico Marchitelli, very nice guy.
Yeah, baby.
We had the conversations that I've had. Like, I'm not gonna say who said it, but they said that was fun. It was actually fun to go out there and stuff. And again, like, we never and never will slander Coach Nolf ever.
Great guy.
But even he will tell you last year was not a good year. 3-8. Even though yeah, we can say the team was better than 3-8 all we want, but reality of it was that they were 3-8. So as I completely forgot to mark what time that started. But yeah, dude. But let's just start it off. My
Let's get
God,
into
Jaret Frantz.
Animal.
Can we
Dude.
spoil it? Can we spoil it right away? I think all three of us have the same pick. You know what I mean?
For our first starter or our first cold one. Sorry,
For a
it's
cold
not
one?
started. It's called cold. We're calling it cold ones.
Cold ones.
Not started.
Number one, old ones. Jaret Frantz.
Yep.
3-piece. 2 of them absolutely domed a receiver, a cornerback. I mean, back corner to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be money all season.
And can we talk? Oh my God, I'm going to get into this more as we get more into this episode. and another guy that we're going to be talking about who made his debut slinging the rock for Edinburgh Thursday night. But can we talk about some of the throws and the placements from Nico Marchitelli on Thursday night?
Mm-hmm.
The 2 go balls to Frantz in the corner of the end zone. The first one, Aaron Rodgers-esque free play, put it two-step it, put it right up to your receiver in the end zone. You're not going to throw a pick. It's impossible because the get overturned if you even. First one, 2-step it, put it up, touchdown. Second one, just sees the press, goes back 2 steps it again, touchdown again. And then the third one, friggin' drops back in the pocket, drops a post over. So this is what I think happened on that play. Personally, I think that was Tampa 2 with a man corner on Frantz that they were going to try to double all the rest because he was eating already. So I think it was Meg corner, deep safety, Tampa linebacker running a post on that.
Mm.
Nico drops back and threads one between guys that got him in a triangle right in the breadbasket for the 3rd touchdown of the game. Unbelievable.
Nuts.
Nuts.
Absolutely nuts.
Even the one other throw, I texted DJ about it actually. First drive of the game, Nico throws an incomplete to Clayton Beason in the end zone. It is one of the prettiest incomplete throws I've ever seen in my entire life. Because it was
awesome.
Textbook coverage. Absolutely textbook, fantastic coverage. That ball, it might have not been to Beason. I can't remember who it was to, but it was just a perfectly placed ball for the situation. And the DB just happened to play it just as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not to interrupt, you're getting some kind of echo here. I don't know where it's coming from.
Wait, what are you saying?
From either, honestly.
What happened?
I just feel like he's getting some echo.
An echoing? Oh, yeah. But I mean, yeah, dude. Like, by the way, let's give a little round of applause for EJ that's stuck with the game, live tweeting the entire night as I was at Thursday Night Fights.
You should have seen it. Guys, for all of those Edinburgh grads at home who can't make it to the game, if you have a Roku TV, PSAT has a Roku channel. Every PSAT game will be streamed to that. You can watch it on your television. It is totally free, and it is a wonderful experience.
Right.
That's what we're doing.
And guys, I just remembered, and thank God I did. The last thing on today's show, week 1 of Rapid Fire. I completely forgot about it. I got my picks. I completely forgot about it.
My picks from here.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about it. So that's later though. But yeah, so now let's go for our second cold one. To me, it's the guy that was slinging the rock to Jaret Frantz, in my opinion, and that's Nico Marchitelli. Like the decision makings minus 2, which the first interception wasn't his fault.
No.
And I was really impressed. That was the first time technically the second time because I was at their practice 2 weeks ago. But in game, that was the first time I've seen Nico Marchitelli throw, and I was impressed. I was very impressed.
Zipping that ball.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so it sounds like all of our second cold one goes to Mr. Nico Marchitelli.
I'm actually going to switch it up a little bit because I want to do something a little different.
Okay.
So for the second one, for me, I was split because there's a couple guys that I think played really good games in this game in particular. But I'm going to go with the guy that is a bit undersized, but really worked hard this offseason. And when I was still there, worked really hard too. Played a great game and made one or two, actually a handful of really, really important plays in this game. That goes to sophomore Nate Beans.
Okay.
5 tackles, all solo, a huge pick in the end zone on a miscommunication, and 3 pass breaks. The kid has grinded and worked his way up in a very talented secondary. We're talking the safety room that's got Dex, who unfortunately seems to be banged up after that game. Sucks really bad. But you've got Dex, you've got Amari Jones, you've got Irie Alley, you've got Nate Beans, you've got all these kids and they're all really talented in the second. They're all really good football players. Even if you want to go in and start in some of the corners, Kamar Meza has a huge push to become one of the starting corners on it. Jermaine Atkins' job has done unbelievable this year. I mean, honestly, East Stroudsburg, I mean, you could hear watching the game, especially EJ. We were talking about how great the play-by-play was on that game. That guy was, it just, quite frankly, they did lose some talent this past offseason, but it just seemed like East Stroudsburg just did not have good enough receivers to beat our secondary at all.
Nope. Which I will say, I'm going to give my third star, my third cold one, excuse me, to actually the opposing quarterback, McTaggart.
Yeah.
He, despite all of the, issues that his team was surrounded, I mean, his offensive line wasn't giving him a lot of help. Like you said, the receivers were just not getting open. And when they were, they dropped a few really nice balls. But the only points on the board for them were 2 rushing touchdowns on smart scrambles of his. I think he did a fantastic job with managing the game, trying to keep it close. He had a couple picks, but, it was still, in my opinion, for what was going on, he put on a bit of a performance there. And I was impressed because, I mean, that's a veteran leader on that team. And that's a guy who he really needs to step up for the rest of the season and let his boys know, hey, I got you, but I need some.
Yeah, he's a talented scrambler. He's a good player. He played for them last year. He made a couple scramble drill plays last year, our backs, including, we came out on the first drive last year. Ike throws that pick on the laid out route, and then McTaggart takes out of the pocket, takes off outside, and he's outside the pocket for like 4 or 5 seconds, throws like a 25-yard dime to the middle of the touchdown.
Yeah, I wanted to give some love to McTaggart because I thought he played a pretty solid game.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah. So my last cold one, Alex actually kind of already mentioned it, and it's like one of those guys that did their job, and I'm gonna give it to Amari Jones.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to him. 3 solo tackles, 1 assist, of course, obviously 4 total. But I'm also gonna give credit, in a guy that I think people need to watch throughout the season. That's Tyree Alley.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
They need to watch him. They need to watch him. And there's so many guys on this team people that got to watch. I mean, Joe mentioned it 2 weeks ago. Keep your eye on Kevin Ennis. And by the way, broadcasting team, it's Ennis, not Enos. Yeah. So
yeah, there were a few mispronunciations in that game. That was
it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure I mispronounced a couple of names when I was doing radio for Greenville baseball, but yeah. So that's real quick. Of course, stat-wise, Nico Marchitelli was 19 for 25, 178 yards, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks. Of course, that 1 pick, the first one he threw, wasn't his fault. Jerry Dinkins, 16 carries for 53 yards. Karan Robertson, 12 attempts on 45. And a guy that got a rushing touchdown, lo and behold, the Bo Show, Bo Swartz.
Oh, speaking of all this, actually, I haven't even given my third cold one yet.
That's right.
I know these are cold ones, and that's supposed to mean individual players, but I don't care. First time doing this, I'm breaking the rules. I don't care. Third cold one, entire Enbro offensive line. I do not care.
Okay. I was impressed. They did a good because Nico was sacked only once.
Yeah, there's a couple times last year where Ike or Matt or whoever was behind, under center was under pressure a good bit. East Stroudsburg, very stout up front team. They have that massive kid playing defensive tackle, number 77. Ginormous boy. Ginormous dude. Very good at clogging up holes and, just stopping the run. And yards per carry wasn't great. We were under 3 yards per carry on the game in total, which is not great. But you know what? There's a couple huge situations. Like right before Nico ended up throwing a pick towards the end of the game. Right before that, we got the ball time. O-line puts up a great hole. Karan gets like 15 yards. Bo's touchdown was huge on the blocking for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he went
Yeah.
downfield. Yeah, he
Yeah.
popped
There's
him.
times where we just ran straight into the heart of their defense, just
Yeah.
absolutely smoked them. And like Mike said, Nico was back once. I'd bet the pressure percentage was even really low. I don't remember him really being under pressure that much. Also, shout out to that entire coaching staff. They had a very clear game plan going into that game. We're going to run the ball when we can. We're going to use RPOs. We're going to get the ball out fast, and we're going to take advantage on the outside whenever they decide to go one-on-one against us.
And I also want to just say, big shout out to just the stoutness of the defense, specifically in the fourth quarter.
Oh my God.
They let up a drive going at the end of the third. They scored. We get the ball back. I think we're still up 2 scores at this point. Nico's starting a little bit of a drive, throws a tough pick. I can see where he was going with the ball. It's a tough pick. East Stroudsburg takes that and marches right down the field. Go for it on fourth. Don't make it. Don't even kick a field goal. Don't score. Still a 2-score game. I mean, these guys talking about bend, do not break. It was beautiful to see them holding up that lead towards the end, because it felt like that could have been a momentum shift. They could have made. There was still time on the clock. They could have made it close, and they refused to let that happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good for the Scots. 1-0, baby.
Yeah, 1-0, 1-0, and that was the opening drive touchdown. Dom said what was the first time in 4 years in the game they had an opening drive touchdown. So
yeah, so this is the
I almost missed it.
I'll give some play-by-play on this just to shed some more light on what EJ said. We're up 29-7. East Stroudsburg goes down, or we go. Sorry, we're up 22-7. Go down, make it 29-7 at the start of the fourth. East Stroudsburg gets the ball. They go pass for 25, rush for 19, completion for 8 yards, incompletion, 16-yard rush by Sean for the second touchdown of the game. Makes it 29-14. Then we go 3 and out, punt it back. Then is that the punt? Okay. Then 3-yard rush, 35-yard completion, incompletion, 2-yard rush. Nick Deans picks a ball off when they're at the 18-yard. Get the ball, go 3 and out, or intercepted. That's the one interception after we get the huge. Then 2-yard rush, 30-yard completion, timeout called. 7-yard line, complete for. Oh wait, no. 3 incompletions, timeout East Stroudsburg, 4th straight incompletion. On the 7-yard line, 4 straight incompletions. Get the ball, kill a bunch of time, punt it back to them. They complete a pass for 2 yards, and then that's the game.
Yeah, it was
like
awesome.
that fourth quarter, it almost felt like our defense had our backs to the wall, and after their first touch of the ball in the fourth quarter, they didn't score again.
Beautiful.
Made my room a little darker, but because I got to charge my laptop. Hey, we got to do what we got to do. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the rest of the season. A lot of my questions. I mean, obviously, there's going to be more questions as the season goes on. Obviously, it's game 1, but a very impressive game 1, I might add. I feel like and this is the last thing I'll say about this subject. I think my two biggest questions was, how is the offensive line going to be losing Gabe Holslander, and then the amount of guys that they lost on defense with, and I know I'm going to miss people. I know I'm going to miss people. CJ, Fredo, Malpica, Clay, literally, everybody. And they did a good job. Coach Scott was prepared, obviously. He got his guys prepared, ready to go.
Next man up.
Next man, yeah. Now it's this was last week's win, and now it's on to bye week this week, and then home next week, I believe. I can't remember these two.
Yeah, off this weekend at home against Kutztown.
Okay. It's tough.
All right.
It's tough home opener.
Now, we're going to go from impressive win to another impressive win. Mike, I think I want to give you the floor here. Sticking with college football.
Well, not quite.
No? Oh, you want it later on?
Let's get it. First of all, Alex, let's get one more roll Scots. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. First of all, before I do that, because I'm going to give a big roll Scots for that. Shout out to the play-by-play guy again for picking this up.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too. I can't remember his name. I really can't. It pisses me off. I tried to look it up.
Either way, shout out to him picking up on this because I didn't notice. Cam Zangle, starting center for the Fighting Scots, visibly injured for a good portion of the game, blocking that ginormous unit of a man playing tackle, and just did not care.
My guy, Cam.
A+ game, swarm grade defense, unreal. Nico Marchitelli, pretty fantastic. Roll Scots, baby.
Dude, I will say that the one thing that Cam and I did not agree on is that he thinks Lonzo Ball is better than his brother LaMelo Ball. Anyway,
I agree.
Really,
Lonzo plays better defense. He plays his role better than LaMelo does.
I gotta charge my my Apple Watch, but
that's an argument for another.
Okay, let's just get it out of the way. Arch Manning didn't do anything.
I was gonna let him go off on that because his Ohio State didn't really do much either.
Go, Alex, go ahead.
Listen, I've got plenty to say about this football game. First of all, are we really shocked? This is the thing. Let's clear the air about Matt Patricia. Not a good NFL head coach. Absolutely idiotic of Bill Belichick and the Patriots to hire him as an offensive coordinator, of all things to be. But let's be real here. Matt Patricia as an NFL defensive coordinator, amazing. Matt Patricia is a rocket scientist. The man is very intelligent.
There are some guys who just have to be coordinators. They focus on one thing.
Matt Patricia has the chance to be an absolute powerhouse college defensive coordinator. Steve Sarkisian, one of the biggest geniuses when it comes to college offenses, was in his post-game interview saying that Matt Patricia was disguising his defensive coverages better than pretty much anything he's ever seen. He said that they were playing cover two in so many different ways, they just didn't even know how to address it. Matt Patricia has the chance to be an even better defensive coordinator than Jim Knowles. Don't care any credit anymore. He left us for Penn State. He can burn. Never talking about
it. You know who I think he still has to be?
The team. He has to win. He has to coach a great game in the game. So does Ryan Day. They all do.
In terms of coordinators, that team up north, Wink Martindale. That's who he's really competing against.
And I love Wink. I'm not going to lie. Wink's one of my favorite defensive coordinators of all time.
Mm-hmm. I will say, though, right away, and I don't care. I'll get thrashed for it. I really don't care. Even just watching Ohio State, they're still beating Penn State. I don't care. I don't care. They are still beating Penn State. And we'll get to Drew Allen and Penn State later because he's like one of the main topics we talked about in the summer. So we have to talk about it.
Listen, Ohio State, yes, only scored 14 points in this game, and they were at home. Yes, Julian Sain only went 13 for 20 for 126 yards and a touchdown. Yes, we only had 203 total yards as a team. And I'm going to tell you every reason why I am not even worried in the lightest bit.
Okay.
Ryan Day has been saying for weeks now that in Julian Sain's first start, all he has told him is just win. Every throw that Julian Sain had to make, he made. Was Carnell Tate's touchdown more Carnell Tate than Julian Sain? Most definitely. That was definitely an underthrown ball and would have been a much easier touchdown if Julian put just a little bit more on it. For sure. But look at the first drive. Huge third down. Julian throws an absolute laser on the dot to the Purdue transfer tight end, drops the ball. That would have kept the first drive alive, would have kept him rolling. Arch Manning was missing wide open slants, wide open medium reads, wide open everything. Thrown into double cover, which, by the way, shout out to Ohio State's revamped secondary. They look unbelievable. Ryan Wingo, considered probably, I would think, the Biletnikoff favorite and probably the most dangerous receiver in college football, Jeremiah Smith and Ryan. I mean, they just got completely put in a box. It was like wet paper bag all game. The entire Texas receiver room was just in a box. Every throw that Julian Sayin had to make, he took care of the ball. He was accurate. It's honestly hard to be more impressed with the way a ball comes out of someone's hand, because that just his release is unbelievable. He might not have the strongest arm. The way the ball comes out of his hand, his timing, his processing. Arch Manning looked like a great quarterback. He looked like he was nothing that he was advertising. Julian Sayin didn't throw a single pass in college football until Saturday. He didn't even attempt one until Saturday.
Arch didn't have many either, to be fair. They only put him in for running packages.
He had 90 passes.
I know. I just had many.
Yeah, not many at all, for sure. But this is a guy that's been in this for 2 years. And he's been... I'm not
making any excuses. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Not going to lie. Everyone knows. I love the Longhorns when they're not playing Ohio State. But I saw it on the comments with Joe Klatt reel today. Someone commented, "Bro couldn't beat out Quinn Ewers. That's not a great sign." And you know what? Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, dude, I
think that Day and Brian Hartline's just absolute willingness to commit to pounding the rock in a game where they just wanted the pressure to be off Julian Sayin. Dude, he's going to get like 3 cakewalks the next 3 weeks. He has plenty of time to get college. He's going to be shredding people in a couple. I'm not really concerned about Jeremiah Smith dropping 2 passes. It just happens. It was the first week of the season. He has a ton of expectations on him to be the best receiver in the country again. So, new guys from Heartline, I'm not really concerned. I think that, both of these teams are fantastic up front. I think these are probably some of the best offensive and defensive lines in college football this year, probably. And it was a straight up grudge match of will. And Ohio State just had more will to win.
Yeah. Pretty much. And listen, so don't get me wrong. It is very, very, and I kind of would panic. It was very concerning with how Arch Manning played Saturday. Very concerning. Is there time to turn it around? Of course. Absolutely. There's time to turn it around.
He's only a redshirt sophomore. He still has 2 more years of eligibility after this year. He wants it.
Yeah, so it's not the end of the world if you're a Texas fan. It's not the end of the world. Was it bad? Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
But look at how many other quarterbacks have had bad first games.
Yeah.
Tons.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, it happens. So, unfortunately for at least this week, it's horns down. But yeah. So, okay, EJ, switch the hat. It's time to talk
you
about.
want me to switch?
It's time to talk about the Wisconsin Badgers, and then we got to pay the bills.
Gentlemen.
By the way, real quick, fantasy football trophy.
This guy flexing on me right as we go into my segment.
I got a ring too.
Wisconsin Badgers. I got the mouse pad right here too.
Oh yeah.
I know it was a lot of doom and gloom. I know I was saying a lot of negative things about this team going into the season. Nothing I'm about to say discounts any of that. Because this very moment could be the only win we get this season. But it's a win nonetheless. And a shutout win at that. For a team that, now here's something I don't want to deal with ever again, and I will have to deal with apparently. transfer quarterback comes in to start for our team. Highly touted, has played some games, ready for him to come sling the rock for the Badgers. This motherfucker gets hurt. Excuse me. Sorry. You're going to have to blame that. I got passionate. This mofo gets hurt after the first quarter. Tweaks his knee, goes out to the locker room. Everyone's like, oh, it's uncertain. He might come back out. No, he comes back out in street clothes. We're running with Ryan O'Neal, who started for San Diego State University the other year. And at first, it looked very bad. My dad even texted me. He was upstairs watching the game. He goes, this backup quarterback sucks. But he made it. He was mobile. He could move. He got out of the pocket a few times. He made some nice plays. He got us into the end zone. But if I gave an overall grade to the Badgers, it would be a C+. I would divide it into two sides. The defense, A+. Even if it's Miami of Ohio, a team who competes in the MAC. Not a bottom feed. Red Hawks. You shut that team out. 0. Not even a field goal. Nothing. Offense. D-. 17 points. Ugh. Ugh. Against a MAC opponent when you're a Big Ten, perennial Big Ten team. Not after the
Shout out to the MAC.
The MAC gave us some work. We get I think it's Middle Tennessee we play next week, which shouldn't be anything crazy. And then we march into Tuscaloosa. Now, at first, that game felt intimidating.
Not no more.
I watched what happened at Florida State. Putting the timeout.
Mike Norvell is not a bad head coach. DJ Uiagalelei is the biggest fraud college football quarterback of all time.
Thank you.
Sucks. I never want to hear it again. I'm not even a Florida State fan. I don't want to hear it again. He is so bad. 5'3" Tommy Castellanos just beat Alabama with the Seminoles. I'm done with it. Don't talk to me about it again. I'm so tired of this.
So yeah, in light of that, and can we give a quick shout out? Lee Corso, last headgear, picked Ohio State right. The rest of the panel goes Alabama season opener. He picks with his heart. He says Florida State, and guess what the Noles went out and did? Bang for Lee, and we can only respect that. But yeah, Badgers starting off the season 1-0. Might be the only win of the season, but it felt good. It felt really good.
God. Oh my God. Before EJ drops another F-bomb, let's pay the bills.
Gotta gather myself after that one. I think I blacked out during that Florida State bit.
He is a fraud.
Talks is sponsored by DeFrisha Recycling and Approval. DeFrisha is a family-run business out of Greenville, PA, that provides services such as vehicle purchasing, scrap metal purchasing, appliance removal, junk removal, garbage services, dumpster rentals, outside or curbside pickups, house garage and building cleanouts and demolition around the Greenville and Pittsburgh areas. If you are in these services or know anyone in need of these services, check out the links in the description below. Links to their website and to their Facebook page. Get in contact with DeFrisha today. See if they offer their services in your area. Thank you, DeFrisha, for sponsoring this episode of Tailgate Talks.
Now it's time to talk about the team that did not make the tournament. Wrong sport. Okay, listen, time out.
They didn't make the tournament in this sport either.
True. But, okay, I'm going to start off with this, man.
All right, Mike Tomlin. I'm going to start off with, let me tell you, man.
Wow, it's actually kind of funny you said that because we're talking about the quarterback that he screwed over 2 years ago. Listen, man. I just want him to be happy. That's all I want. That we all want our college quarterback, the best college quarterback we've seen since we've been alive, like for our team to be happy no matter what.
Talking about Ben DiNucci.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about Nathan Peterman. I don't know what you. No, how about that? Wait, no.
Oh yeah.
No,
What about Tom Savage? Huh?
Tom Savage. How about Tony Sinceri?
Let's go.
No, I got a better one for you. Chad Mother effing Wojtek.
Chad Wojtek. What a minute. You know what? We're going quarterbacks. Give me Chris Blewett kicking the football. That's what I want.
Just about to say that.
Oh yeah. How about catching the balls, Maurice French?
Oh. You know what? Kick return specialist and cornerback in the NFL, Isaiah Whitehead.
How about Quadri? Oh, okay, I'm moving on.
Okay, we can stop there.
Yeah. Listen, man. For anybody that's making fun of Kenny for getting traded again, at first, well, I'll admit, was I like, really? Like, come on. Then I thought about it. I wouldn't want to be in that room with all the Shador mess going on anymore, to be totally honest with you. And if you want to argue with me, Kenny was going to get the job if he never got hurt. I don't care. I will die on that hill. Literally, his hamstring injury was the reason
to get the job in Oakland.
Maybe, but he just got there, so it's not gonna like. Now
if
here's the thing.
Goes down, who they have? I mean, they have AOC still, but
Kenny's number 2. They pretty much once O'Connell went down, they gave it to Kenny. But hey, man, his first day he already met Tom Brady, so and he works with Pete Carroll, who is a lunatic, by the way.
Love Pete.
So much.
Kenny's first, I think he does this on every practice, but the timing of it and seeing it was funny. Pete Carroll had 2 gloves on when he talked to Kenny at practice for the first time. And they were comparing gloves.
Nice.
But yeah, so he gets to work with Pete Carroll, Tom Brady, and Geno Smith, who he worked with all off season. So, and by the way,
best candid picture of the year, flipping off Seahawks fans in a crazy.
Yeah. So, if you're Kenny, now other people will disagree because I know, but if you're Kenny, with what you want to do in the NFL, that's still not over. It's still not hit the panic button. Now, if this year somehow goes awry for whatever reason, I'm not going to say it, but I wouldn't panic yet. I would not panic yet if I'm him. So,
hey.
Never say never.
He could be a future UFL MVP if he really weighs.
Shut up. I'm about to mute you. Dropping an F-bomb and saying that garbage. God. But you want to know you want to know, but no, speaking of different football leagues, you want to know who's on the Argos practice squad? Max freaking Duggan, baby.
Former national runner-up Max Duggan.
Yeah, that Max Duggan. Alex, while I talk about Pitt, look up the Argos score. But yeah, Pitt did beat Duquesne. EJ was at that game, not 60-9, nice, but 61-9.
Yeah, I was walking into the stadium, and some guy goes, "Yeah, the spread's 38." I went, 38? And then they put up their 50th point, and I was like, oh. Yeesh.
Yeah. Yeah. So, looking at the stats, I will admit, at first, Eli Holstein looked really rusty.
Mm-hmm.
He looked really, really rusty. But Pitt got it back on track. Holstein was 15 for 23, 215 yards, 4 touchdowns, career high, and a pick. Des Reed, 8 carries, 66 yards, and a tutty. By the way, can we talk? Who caught it? Hold on 1 second. Who caught it? I believe it was either Bryce Yates or
a one-handed grab in the end zone.
Yeah. Oh my
that
God.
Was nasty. That was
and here's the thing. That was nasty. Great catch. Eli put that on the money.
Yeah, he did. And what was really crazy is people had kind of started to trickle out by that point. Even the people who didn't want to stay for Sweet Caroline, the place erupted when that got caught. I mean, everybody was on their feet.
I have a hot take about Sweet Caroline. It depends if I want to say it or not.
Shoot.
I think they should get rid of it.
Why?
Buys that song.
I think it's too old. I've seen it other places. It doesn't fit Pitt anymore, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
actually
well,
would.
it's just tough to
I
beat
actually would
because-
die. I would die on that hill, to be totally honest with you.
It's tough to beat, though, because the best third quarter celebration is jump around, and you're just never going to beat that.
True. Now, but
Kataris
anyway.
Hicks grab, by the way.
Hmm?
That was Kataris Hicks on the one-handed grab, by the way.
Okay, good. Yeah. Gotta give credit. Gotta give credit. But yeah, I mean, I'm still iffy on Pitt. And here's the thing, though. The first quarter of play calling from Cade Bell, I was very concerned. I was very, very concerned. I was like, what are we doing? Can we stop? I texted Alex this. Part of me felt that because it was Duquesne and they didn't want to put film on, part of me feels like the game plan was to be a little bit vanilla. Why? Now, here's the thing. First quarter, let Eli get back into rhythm, which is what they did. And this is what he needs to do next week against, I believe, Central Michigan.
Yeah.
Sling the rock, brother. Sling it. You got the arm for it. Sling it.
He had a few.
Yeah,
he had a few balls.
Yeah, he did.
He just didn't do it a ton.
But here's the thing, though. The game plan. I want the game plan going into the first quarter for Eli Holstein to sling it. That's what I want. And by the way, I bet Alabama's regretting letting Eli go.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, yeah, they had Jalen Milroe and Eli wanted to play last year, so I get it. But yeah. So good win, 61-9. I'm still concerned about a few things. But then again, it's Pitt, so I don't know what to expect for the rest of the season. I mean, I didn't think they were going to start off 7-0 last year and then fall off a cliff. So as long as they, in my opinion, they need to do what they didn't do last year, is adjust once people have film on them, game plan, and adjust and change, and let Eli sling the ball. In my opinion.
You guys are almost the opposite of how I'm feeling about my team, where it's like I feel pretty confident in the Pitt offense after this game, even if it is just Duquesne. Putting up 60 on any team is pretty great.
Yeah, that's
your
impressive.
Your defense held them to 7, but then again, that's where it's like, but it's Duquesne. Can you do that against anyone else? Where it's,
right.
In my opinion, my defense shut them out, and I'm like, I think we could shut out or hold any team in this league to at least like 2 scores. It's just we might be getting shut out by every other team in the FBS.
But well, here's the thing, EJ. You want to know why I'm not confident in Pitt? I already said the reason why. Pitt. That's why I'm not confident.
Mine. The sleeper agent we refuse to fire. Luke Fickle. That's why I'm concerned.
Oh my gosh. But okay, Alex, it's time to I gotta leave a spot for a thing I completely forgot, which we'll get to it. We'll get to it before rapid fire. Don't worry. I just gotta make room for it on my sheet.
Got a few comments.
Alex, for our last college football thing, it's time to do our favorite pastime and tell the people still why we are not impressed with Penn State.
Two things real quick. Before we do that, 2 things real quick. Last thing from Pitt, shout out Caleb Williams, the whippy old kid, Montour product, for getting the carry. Cool
By
dude.
the way, shout out. You know what? Shout out to another whippy old kid that made Browns, Donovan McMillan. I'll shout him out. I will shout him out. I'll shout him out.
Last thing before Penn State. Boy, first of all, with the 12-team playoff format, us getting these powerhouse matchups at the beginning of the year is insane, and I love it. Gentlemen, last time I checked, I believe it was 2025. But the other night, it was feeling awful like 1985. Fighting Irish, Hurricanes, banger.
That was a great game. Yeah, we would have been remiss not to talk about this one. That was beautiful.
Oh my God, Carson Beck looks like he is completely unbothered by the elbow injury. That people keep talking about the one-handed catch. Can we talk about the throw? How the dude was like on a linebacker's shoulders as he was throwing the ball. Like, oh my
It
God.
looked all wrist. It literally looked Dan Marino-esque, all wrist in that throw.
Straight
Good
up.
call.
And then DJ Carr, art for Notre Dame. Pretty legit, man. Those two teams up front, offensively and defensively, their two lines both look unbelievable. I think those two teams are going to be absolutely terrifying to play in them.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen. I still stand by the fact, and it's not going to be this year. I do think that Marcus Freeman will eventually win a national championship. That's how I am a big Marcus Freeman guy.
I'm going to say something.
Go ahead.
Quick. Let's all. He's proven us wrong so far. Mario Cristobal has historically struggled in big games, especially to open the season.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be surprised if you see this team in like the semifinals this year.
I agree.
Hurricanes football team.
I agree.
Do not be surprised if we get if the two semifinal games are like Miami versus LSU and like Ohio State versus Texas or something along those lines. Do not be surprised if that ends up being the Final Four in the playoffs this year, because those teams all look unbelievable. Even Texas with our first game.
You know who didn't look that great? Still pulled out a win? Nebraska.
Shout out the Huskers.
The Huskers. Yeah. Okay. Alex, we've been avoiding it way too long. Guys, Drew Aller still did not look that impressive. I'm sorry.
No, he really did.
He still looks the same. He still looks the same. Now, he had a couple of, I will give him credit. He had a couple of good throws. I will give him the credit on that. He had a couple of good throws. But his touchdown was down low, too, first of all, to the receiver. And all he did was complete screen passes, curls, drag. He did his job.
Yeah.
But with everything everybody has said about Drew Aller, he did not do it. I'm sorry.
Nope. Not impressed. Not in the slightest.
They're still just going to do the same stuff they have done. Their defense forced like 3 or 4 turnovers in this game, and they ran the ball a bunch, which is great. That's a winning formula in football. But for those of you out there who think Drew Aller is going to win the Heisman, he's just not going to when he's putting up these stat lines. It's not. I mean, their run game looks like amazing. And obviously they were just playing Nevada, so like it's not like they're playing a team that's really going to be formidable up front or anything. But like, I mean, their run game looked very solid. Actually, you know what? No, it really didn't. Actually, it really didn't. It didn't look that good. I just watched a couple of their touchdown runs that looked really impressive, but they did not run for a lot.
They didn't run for a lot, but when they did, it felt like those scoring plays were like, okay,
yeah,
you can draw that up against any team, and it's probably going to score. You know what it is? You know, even if the stats weren't eye-popping, and I'm a Penn State hater through and through, I will give them credit that like when they're, I think it's good. You're going to be hard pressed to stop them within the 10-yard line.
Well, guys, they're in a huge challenge the next 2 weeks at home against FIU and Villanova. So
yeah, I know it's going to be crazy. Ridiculous.
Calling it. Villanova at Penn State. Give me Villanova 52-49.
Oh. Oh.
They get 4 straight home games to open the. No. Nope. Mm-mm.
I think you muted yourself,
Yeah,
dude.
Cut out or something. I'm not sure what happened. It might have died.
All right, we're gonna have to fill some time here, boys, instead of just sitting on dead air.
No, I'm back. I'm back. Penn State did what they did against Nevada.
Yeah.
So that's what should have happened.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's still not Penn State's year. It's not. It's still not. It's going to be the same thing that we've been saying this entire time. And you want to know what we're going to do when they lose to Ohio State and they lose in the playoffs? The same thing we do every year. We're going to come on here, we're going to crack some cold ones, and we're going to have a great time.
You know what
November
I'm
1st.
going to do? And I say it every time we talk about them, and we're going to close with this. Go blue.
Joe
knew.
Okay. I almost forgot. We got to, and Alex, now it's time for your really, really, really favorite pastime to do in this entire world, and that is make fun of the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones.
Oh yeah. How could we? How could we?
I will get here. You know what? Here's it. I will sit this one out because I will get rapid fire ready to go. So I will sit this one out.
Before we get started,
real quick.
Argos win. Argos victory. Let's go. Argos win. 35-33 at the Hamilton Tiger Cats is the final. Let's go, Argos.
Yep. But whenever you're ready.
Jerry Jones, laughable.
EJ, you're a Packers fan. I'll let you take
Shout out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt, by the way.
Thank you. I was looking for a Packers jersey to cover up, and I think I have them both packed away at the moment. You guys aren't ready. None of you are ready. Everybody and their mother. And before we even talk about the trade, before we even talk about Jerry Jones being an idiot, I just want to address the discourse that has been going around. The seething and the coping, specifically from the NFC North fandoms that aren't the Green Bay Packers. Everybody and their mother, as soon as Micah Parsons requested a trade, was like, oh, what's a package we could send them? Oh, Micah Parsons would be a great addition. Oh, I can't wait to get Micah Parsons on my team. And then the Packers came out as the favorites. And everyone started to shift the narrative. All of a sudden it's, oh, he's a locker room cancer. He can't even stop the run. He only has 12 sacks. Kyle Van Noy had more sacks than him last season. Oh, he's not even that good of a player. Seethe, cope, get together whatever fan fiction you've got going on in your head. Because guess what? We're taking back the North. Week 1, spoiler alert for rapid fire. Lions, you're going down. We are stamping it. We are putting it. Guys, 14 wins. 14 wins. That's my prediction for the season. Listen to me when I tell you this. Brett Favre got Reggie White. Aaron Rodgers got Charles Woodson. Jordan Love just got Micah Parsons. It's over for you guys. Hang it up. He's 27. Guess when the other two quarterbacks won their Super Bowls? 27. And what did we have to give up? The youngest team in the league, I remind you, what did we have to give up? A 2027 and a 2028 first-round pick? Plus, love him.
God bless him.
Will miss him.
Green Bay legend.
Kenny Clark. Love you, buddy. I will miss you. You were one of my favorites on this team. But also, we have Micah Parsons. And guess what? He's wearing number 1. First person to do that since Curly Lambeau. You know, the guy we named the stadium after. It's going to be electric this season, boys. I can't tell you how happy I am. Oh, man. Everyone, 5-1 in division games last year. Yeah, 6-0 in division games this year. JJ McCarthy, you suck. Bears, you suck. Lions, you might get one. You might get one. But I'm going to go on a limb and say we take you down in bulk. It's over for you people. The one team I'm scared of, which is early on in the season, is the Commanders, because I think Jaden Daniels can still dice us up.
I agree.
If anyone's fast enough to get away from Micah Parsons and throw a ball, it's him.
We've learned that. We've seen it on multiple occasions. So that's my little side of things. If you want to get into this Jerry Jones character, oh boy.
Clown show. He could have got Micah Parsons for $35 million a year last year. He could have gotten him for $40 in April. Here he is making $47 a year for Dallas, and now you're out 2 first-round picks. And sure, Kenny Clark is addressing a huge need on that defense, but what about the rest of the team?
And then didn't he just hand out an extension to somebody?
Probably.
I think he did. I couldn't see who it was. It didn't seem like too insane, but I'm like, oh, so you're willing to spend money now?
I said this take at one point, and it sounds harsh, but everyone agrees with it, even if it sounds harsh. Dallas fans, I'm sorry, until Jerry Jones is incapacitated or dead, you're not winning another ring.
I agree.
Everyone thought it was the Jimmy Johnson curse. Oh, he's just got to get into the Ring of Honor and the Hall of Fame. It's been 3 years now.
Cope harder.
What's going to happen? I'm not going to pay my players if they don't play games. Oh, because they got banged up? It's not like they're sitting out on purpose.
Dallas fans, get ready. 7-10 at best.
Imagine, I'm serious. You know, most Cowboys fans, they actually got Luka because they're Lakers fans and Yankees fans. But imagine being an actual Dallas sports fan and losing Micah Parsons and Luka Doncic within a calendar year.
Dude, Scooter Magruder might quit making YouTube videos.
I couldn't. That's like me. I just got Micah Parsons. If in 2 years, Micah Parsons doesn't like in Green Bay, leaves, Jordan Love leaves, and Giannis leaves, I would just stop talking about sports. I would be I say that. If the Brewers win the World Series this year, I wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't care.
You say I'm still writing the board. I'm still writing the board. So keep going.
Nothing would have mattered any Packers talk I just did. It doesn't matter if the Brewers win the World Series this year. We could go 0-17 and be one of the worst teams you've ever seen. I'd be riding high off that for the next maybe 3 years. I'm serious. Seeing that team.
Agree. I don't think you're lying.
Dude, they've got the juice. I just completely derailed that segment, but they've got the juice. I love
the second you mentioned the Brewers, you ruined.
I'm here for it, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, honestly, Jerry Jones, dummy. Packers on top. Micah Parsons. Also, shout out Matthew Golden changing from 22 to 0. That's going to look so much better.
Aura restored. God bless. Thank God.
I just want to know if it was available, why didn't he do that earlier? I know the story was like his grandma's birthday or whatever it was. So he went with 22. But like, you should have just, because now you got a bunch of eager Packers fans who are going to be wearing 22 golden jerseys to the game. It's like, ugh, that's a bad look.
Yeah, but yeah. So the last thing I will say about this is that, Packers do look very scary now, and I'm actually going to say something that normally I wouldn't say about a team this early. Don't be surprised if this is the start of a brand new dynasty.
Dynasty.
Oh,
Stairway to 7, you say? Watch us walk all the way up. 3. You want to talk about a future three-peat, perhaps? Us. You know, everyone wants to talk about who has the most Super Bowls. Nobody ever wants to remember who has the most championships. And that's our boys up in Green Bay. Nobody's topping 13. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
13 is crazy.
I screwed up the beard.
If the Yankees can count all of their old titles, I'm counting mine.
Maple Leafs.
Yeah, and the Maple Leafs and Canadiens.
Hey, let's talk about
a championship game since like 1947. I don't want.
These are at least post World War II.
Good Lord. But that's crazy. But yeah. So, before we get to rapid fire, guys, is there anything else you guys would like to discuss before we close with rapid fire?
I don't think so.
Oh, we never talk about it, but it's just been all over my feed. Who was it? They beat Man United as one of just the biggest underdogs ever. Did you guys see this? Oh, I have to look this up.
The board's ready.
Let's go.
Oh.
By the way,
I
shout out
can't find
Savannah
the
Bananas.
word.
Shout out Savannah Bananas.
To Grimsby. Oh yeah, Bananas are in town. It was Grimsby beat them in a shootout against Man United in the Carabao Cup, and it's just one of the biggest upsets we've ever seen in soccer. I thought that was really intense and fun to watch. But yeah, shout out the Bananas were in town. They were literally down the street from me doing a meet and greet at Dunkin' Donuts.
Let's go.
Little flex. I flew on a plane with those boys. Had an hour and a half to chop it up with them. Chris Archer, who pitches for them, not our Chris Archer, the Pirates. Yeah, not that one. At least I think that's his name. Maybe I'm getting that wrong. He follows me back on Instagram. I DM'd him. I was like, hey, if the Bananas need a few beer spots while you're in town, let me know. Unfortunately, I didn't get a text back, but it's okay. All right, let's do rapid fire. I'm ready to go.
Of course, everybody, you know the rules. You do know the rules. We all pick, and that's a point if you get it right. The tiebreaker will happen if you go into a Monday game tied or a possible tie. Then you will do a score tiebreaker on the Monday night game, which is the Vikings and the Bears. So yeah. So of course, the season past champions. Alex won the first two. Haley won the third. I actually have Haley's trophies still right here because I still have to give it to her.
Mine are down there somewhere.
But yeah, the one that I broke. But yeah, so gentlemen, good luck. Of course, the matchups is myself and Alex because we always have to play each other first week. That's just how it is. It's the rules. I don't make up the rules. I'm sorry.
I don't make the rules when he literally makes the rules is crazy.
Bryce and Dom, of course, got to put the two other co-hosts together. Emma and Haley, big time rematch from last year. And then AJ and EJ, the battle of the Packers fans and the Jays. So I'm going to go ahead and write down Packers for EJ right away.
Yeah, I was going to leave that till the end, Packers over Lions, but I've already spoiled.
So I actually already wrote my picks down too. So I got mine down. So now I'm just listening and saying it to the people. So guys, are you ready for the fourth season of Rapid Fire?
We don't see so.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I think last year was probably like my favorite. That was just like a lot happened last year. But and we actually kept the standings on the whiteboard that was in our common area.
But have to look at it every once in a while.
Yeah, but okay, first game, and it's kind of funny that this is the first game. The Dallas Cowboys and the reigning Super Bowl champs, Philadelphia Eagles. Give me Philly.
Yeah, I think everyone's taking Philly.
I hate Philly, but give me them dirty birds.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think Saquon Barkley is just going to run all over.
Unless this is the one Dak Prescott 500-yard game. That would make me happy.
Listen, I have Philadelphia sports, but I'm going to laugh really hard watching this entire game no matter what happens.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and hey, you want to know what the Eagles got and the Cowboys will never have again? Anyway,
Kenny Pickett got that.
Kansas City Chiefs and Chargers.
Ooh, a Friday night game?
Give me the Chiefs.
Crazy work.
EJ, don't. No. Be
Give me
safe
the
with this one.
Chargers. Give me
You're
them
going
Chargers.
You're going with the Chargers? That's crazy.
Listen, I know that everyone's talking about how Kansas City's coming out hungry. I think this engagement is falling flat. I'm reading way too into the Swift stuff. I think they're coming out and they're going to suck.
Alex, the Chiefs are your team. I'm already writing down the Chiefs. I already know you're going to pick the Chiefs.
They do best when everyone's doubting them.
And that's fair. I'm not saying they're going to be a bad season. I think this season opener, though, is going to fall flat. That's just my prediction.
It could either fall flat or Travis Kelce is going to break every tight end single season receiving record on the planet.
That's also a possibility.
God. Anyway.
Tony Gonzalez basically did it at that age.
True. Anyway, next, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons. Give me the Atlanta Falcons.
Is it in Atlanta, did you say?
Yep.
He's pulling for Penix. Penix to Metcalf.
I don't. Nah, what do I say? Give me Bake Show. Come on.
Yeah, give me those Bucks, man. I need that.
Bucks. Baker Mayfield slinging the ball to that new rookie receiver, Emeka Ibuka. Where's he from again?
Emeka Ibuka. Like he isn't the third or fourth string wide receiver.
He's going to be disgusting. I don't want to hear it. I don't.
So
Mike Evans is going to get like his 87th straight 1,000-yard receiving season, and Emeka is just going to be running underneath him every single game.
I've got a parlay on that. He's a part of my futures parlay.
But all right, next one. This one is an easy one for me. Cincinnati Bengals at the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are a mess. The crowd is going to chant for Shedeur Sanders, even though he's not going to be dressing. Am I wrong? They're probably going to be chanting for Shedeur, and Shedeur's not even going to have pads on.
Well, he'll be an emergency third.
Probably, yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah, he's got to be the emergency third.
But they're not going to put Shedeur. They're not going to skip over Dylan Gabriel like that.
Yeah.
Do I start the season bold?
Go for it, because I did like the Browns defense. I do like the Browns defense.
The Browns defense is good, and the Bengals, especially under Zach Taylor, notoriously suck in week one.
True.
Like this team lost to a Patriots team in week one last year that didn't even start Drake May yet.
One thing I want to point out, though, they got the Hendrickson thing sorted out.
They did.
Free agent next year. He's going to be playing his ass off.
Yeah. I would love to do it, but I think this is finally the year that they kind of have their crap in order in week one. So I'll be safe. I'm gonna take the Bengals. I thought about it. I also thought the narrative would be really funny of like, oh my God, the Browns are 1-0, and then they lose like 16 straight games after that.
That would be hilarious.
And guess who's not going to be in? Shedeur Sanders. All right, Dolphins and Colts. Give me the Dolphins. The Colts are still
literally who cares about this football game whatsoever.
Yeah. I was tempted to take the Colts just because I have this weird feeling that Daniel Jones is going to do some Sam Darnold BS this year and just be like actually kind of good and trick us all again. But no, yeah, give me Dolphins.
Surprised, but give me the Fins.
Yeah. Okay. Raiders at the Patriots. Give me the Raiders, baby. I do like the Patriots. I think the Patriots
are going to be a good football team this year. Give me the Patriots.
Okay.
It's really tough for me. The first year of Vrabel's system. But it's also the first year of Pete Carroll.
True.
So it's I think it's Brock Bowers. Give me the Raiders. Brock Bowers is going to be the
That's valid. That's super valid.
Okay. Cardinals and Saints. Give me the Cardinals. The Saints are also a mess.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The Saints are going to be the worst team in the league this year.
Give me the card. 100%.
Saints are probably going to take Gaten Nussmeier, Kate Klubnik, I guess Drew Aller.
Watch for Kamara to be on the move at the deadline.
True.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like
so
that.
it is week 1. Aaron Rodgers is returning to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Jets and making his Pittsburgh Steelers debut. It is week 1. It is week 1.
Oh, God.
Don't wave that American flag, buddy. Whatever you do, do not touch that flag.
Listen. I stand by the fact that I am not making any season predictions until we win a playoff game and I actually see the improvement that we actually have a chance to win it all this year. But for rapid fire sakes, it is, like I said, it is week 1. It is the Steelers. I do think they're going to play well. Give me the Steelers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers revenge game part 1 of 2. Give me the Steelers.
I got
Steelers, EJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the Lurs.
Aaron Rodgers Packers revenge game is going to be sick.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the Pack is coming to here. He still hasn't played a road game in Lambeau, and it makes me so mad that he probably never will.
Anyway, Giants at the Commanders. Jaden Daniels is going to have another good year. Give me the Commanders.
Malik Neighbors might be lining up for the Commanders by the end of this game. So yeah, give me the Commies.
Give me the Commanders. I'm going to be honest with you though, guys. This Giants defense could win them a lot of games.
I was going to say, give me the Commanders in a surprisingly low-scoring game.
Yes, it's going to be tight.
Like 20-17 or 20-14, maybe even 23-14. Win by more than a score, but not by much.
And guess who's going to be doing most of the scoring? It's not going to be Malik Neighbors. Watch that Cam Scatabo week 1 game.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, this Commanders' run defense is one of the weakest in the league. You are not going to see.
Yeah.
Other than Louvu and other than Frankie Louvu, they have nothing.
Dude.
No, that's valid.
And who knows what Russell Wilson is going to do.
Let Russ go.
I'm going to pay attention to a couple Giants games once Jackson Dart starts.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to pay attention to the games when Jameis
Winston.
When Jameis
a lot of pain everywhere.
Big apple. Nothing. When you bite into that big honey crisp apple.
I love Jameis Winston. I wanted the Steelers to pick him up and be the backup. But all right, next Panthers Jags. Panthers are also a mess, but also the Jags though.
Panthers.
Ooh.
Give me Panthers.
Oh, EJ. Prove it year for Trevor Lawrence. Give me the Jags.
The only thing I'm weary about is how fresh Tedero and McMillan's is going to be. But I don't see anyone on that defense stopping that duo as well as Chuba Hubbard if they're firing.
EJ, I agree. Give me the Panthers.
Let's go, boys. I dig it.
A little dissension here. I like that.
Okay. Cam Ward's pro debut for the Tennessee Titans taking on the Denver Broncos. Give me the Broncos.
I am very excited to watch Cam Ward play professional football. I think he's going to make the Titans very entertaining to watch, but I think they're going to be in a lot of entertaining losses this year. So give me the Broncos for sure. That team is legit, man. That team, if anyone can fight the Chiefs for the division this year, it's them boys up above the clouds in Mile High.
Even though we used to hate them because of Russell Wilson.
Oh, God.
Give me the Titans.
Let's go. Let's go.
As a Sean Payton hater and a Bo Nix non-believer, I think Cam Ward is going to come out there and sling that rock.
Dude,
and you guys got to remember, A.J. Brown's cool. He's all right. But I forget what's the receiver for them now that he said in that quote. What was it at the beginning of the year when he was getting drafted?
Oh.
Oh no, what he said was Saquon Barkley's cool, but he's no Tony Pollard. That's what it was. That's what it was.
But all right, we are pretty much very much low on time, so we gotta actually make this rapid fire.
It is rapid fire.
49ers, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I think the 49ers are going to be kind of bad this year. Give me the Seahawks.
Yeah, give me the Seahawks.
Now, Christian's still going to have a good game.
Yeah.
Okay, Lions and Packers. EJ already picked the Packers. Alex, who are you going?
On top, man. Give me the cheese. Give me the cheese, man.
Let's go.
Yeah. First game with Micah Parsons. Yeah.
Yes, you know it. You guys, you feel it too.
Yeah, I do. Texans and Rams. Give me the Rams.
That game's going to be kind of crazy. Give me the Texans. Give me the Texans, man.
I got Texans too.
Give me that.
I think CJ Stroud has something to prove this year after a bit of a slump last year.
And give me that freaking what's his name? What's the name of their head coach? Jesus, I can't remember.
I'm blanking on his name.
Is it D'Amico Ryans?
Yeah, give me that D'Amico Ryans defense, man.
Yes. Yeah, and then I'm still not concerned. Matt Stafford could actually be dead, and we still don't know. This could be a clone.
In my opinion, I think is the game of the week, the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills.
Oh yeah, it is.
Crazy game.
Give me Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, dude. That team is so he's so good. Remember what him making his season debut in primetime is crazy. Do you remember what he did to the Rams 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Defending their title on the road at LA.
Cooked them.
Mm.
But one thing I do want to add, not to make this too long. Lamar could have had that MVP last year. And he might have some issues.
Yeah, it's going to add some chippiness to this game for sure.
Yeah. So I'm still going Bills, but I was really tempted to flip it because of that narrative.
And then the most disappointing finish to the season, or to the week.
The Vikings and the Bears.
Well, but you guys aren't ready to watch two of the most hyped quarterback prospects of the past two class, one class suck? Just suck? Completely suck?
I actually don't know who EJ is going to pick. I actually don't know.
This is a new game for me, but I picked the Bears. I just don't think JJ McCarthy is going to be good at all.
I think that Ben Johnson's just going to make it look like a video game out there, quite frankly. I think he's going to come out with some really crazy, gimmicky stuff and some scheme stuff that's just going to work really well. And I think that between Rome and DJ Moore and what's his face, Loveland and Komet, all these guys,
the Bears are going to be different.
I think that he's just going to let Caleb just throw the ball all over the field.
Here's my bold prediction. This game, week 1, could be one of the highest scoring games of the season.
For all of you, check on waivers if he's there. Pick up Caleb Williams as your super flex if you have a super flex in your league.
So here's the thing. I looked at the sheet, Alex, and I do think the Bears are probably going to win. But you know what? Just for rapid fire.
Yeah, go for it.
So that you and I have 5 different games that are different.
Whoa. That's a lot.
Just for that. I will bite the bullet here. And I will take the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, that's a toss-up, though. It's not like you're biting any bullet. They very well could take that game.
Yeah,
I still believe in Kevin O'Connell. O'Connell.
He could make pretty much any quarterback I think look good. I just think J.J. McCarthy is that bad.
But, yeah, so...
I will never cease to hate on that man. He's a great dude. But I'm convinced he's bad at football at the NFL level.
Picks are made. There goes my light.
He's in the full dark now.
I want to go get food and go lift.
Yep.
I think we all do too. At least
it's been a good one, boys.
It's been a good one. Yeah, next week, might get into deeper Argos talk because Burrow's off, unless we do a little research on the PSAC and what's going on. What's going on around the league. Could do that. We could preview. We'll probably preview the game against Kutztown and then probably talk about Kutztown's game this coming week.
Kuntz. It's
Kuntz.
Kutztown, my friend.
Whatever. So yeah. So rapid fire has begun.
Let's go.
Oh, we gotta pay the bills.
Oh
yeah. One last time. Thank you to the First River Recycling and Junk Removal for sponsoring this episode of Tailgate Talks. If you or anyone you know is interested in their services, check out the links in the description down below. Go to their website or their Facebook page, get in contact with them, see if they provide their services in your area. And with that being said, good night, America.